at you.
I call this one Demon Knight.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Resident Lynx, and today we're going to be doing Demon Knight, my favorite, and this is fucking awesome. This movie is one of my favorite movies, and anything really for horror. That's surprising because I didn't think it would be that good. I thought that another one would be better, but it wasn't. It was not better. But the Blood was not a good. Well, it was okay. It was just not better as this. This one was like so much better. William Sadler does play in both of them, but only like in a small part in the second one. So this isn't the first Tales from the Crypt movie, I guess. I guess there's one from like the 70s, but I don't know. I never watched it, and it doesn't have Crypt Keeper or any shit. I don't know. I don't really know about it, so I really don't even need a script to actually do this because this movie is fucking batshit nuts. I love the beginning. It has Nine Inch Nails playing, very beginning, and it shows two cars, one driven by Billy Zane, and one driven by William Sadler. Oh my! And then one of them chasing after the other. William Sadler's has this like a cross in his hand, which does come back in Bardello Blood also. But Billy Zane's trying to chase after him because he wants that back, or he wants it. I wouldn't say back, but that's the way the fucking movie starts. Kicks right off. It's fucking awesome. And it turns out Billy Zane is actually the bad guy, and William Sadler is actually the good guy. It's a really good fucking movie. It came out in 1995, and it's a horror. Obviously, the runtime is over an hour, 32 minutes. Billy Zane, William Sadler, and Jada Pinkett Smith. Before she was Smith. That's funny. Yeah, I never really cared for Jada Pinkett Smith. I don't really care for her acting. No offense to people that actually do like her. I just don't like her. I think that if they would have gotten a better actress, the only movie I actually do like with her is Nutty Professor. And even then, it's like she's just sitting there and she barely even acts in that movie. And the director is Ernest R. Dickerson. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight, the first feature-length movie spin-off from HBO popular horror anthology series Tales from the Crypt. Okay, while this TV show told twisted, mortally tales hosted by the wickedly Crypt Keeper, this movie takes a glory comic book style with stitches into a full-blown supernatural action story, and surprisingly works. Well, actually, I love this. This movie is like Billy Zane acts so fucking wild in this movie, like a douchebag in that. I never really cared for him in some other movies. I think I seen him in. His sister actually plays in Freddy's Dead, which I'm also doing Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know if I'm gonna get to that this year or not, but we'll see. I might just do the extra half next year. Um, but the movie opens with a mysterious drifter named Breaker, played by William Sadler. Yeah, I like I said, I love William Sadler. He plays in Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey actually, on the run from a charming but deadly stranger, the collector Billy Zane. Billy Zane is basically a demon. So the plot is that William Sadler ends up inheriting a cross, but it has blood in it by Jesus. And Jesus was on a cross in the movie. And sorry, my head itches. I think it was Jesus. I mean, it makes damn sense. No offense, but it makes sense that it was Jesus. And but the guy that took the blood wasn't William Sadler's character, wasn't Breaker. It was this other guy, and then William Sadler inherits whatever the other guy had, and William Sadler has lived for a long time, and he's ready to die. After a ferry car crash, Breaker ends up hiding in an old, rundown boarding house that used to be a church. Yeah, it's also like a prostitute, like brothel. It's fucking weird. And another other famous people actually play in this too. Well, one of them, one other one that I know. Um, the fuck is his name? He plays he plays the rabbit. I can't remember it. Shit. I just Roger Rabbit. He plays in this. And also another guy that plays the Sandman and later on in Spider Man. Breaker ends up hiding in. Okay, I already said that. The other residents include a colorful mix of small town misfits, a tough landlady, CCH Pounder. Wow, a shady mailman, Thomas Hayden Church. Oh, that's who it is. Thomas Hayden Church. That's the guy that plays Sandman later on. A prostitute with a heart, Brenda Beak, and a young woman named Geraldine Jaden Pickett, who ends up being much more important than she seems. Well, the movie is they're in this place, and William Sadler like barricades places, so the demons can't come in because Billy Zane's character, the stranger, whatever the hell they named it, he can't get in with the blood surrounding the whole entire place. But some shit happens, and when Thomas Hayden Church's character is so fucking stupid in this movie, he ends up giving the cross to Billy Zane's character, and spoilers, and and he's like, "Oh, I can go." He's like, "Yeah, you can go," and he's like, "All right." So he starts walking, and Billy Zane's character, the demon, says, "Kill him," and he's like, "Wait a minute, what?" He's like, "I lied." It's fucking cool. The movie has that comic book horror vibe that made Tales from the Crypt famous. A mix of gore, humor, and tongue-in-cheek attitude. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but still manages to deliver a creepy, fast-paced story and with soul suspense. There's plenty of potential effects. Oh, I don't know, practical effects. Yeah, I love the fucking gore. It's so fucking good in this movie. Lots of slime, creature designs, and glowing blood that gives a fan fun. Give it a fun 90s horror feel. Again, if I skip over words, I feel bad. I'm sorry. I don't really think there's anything negative about this movie at all. This movie just gets right to the fucking point because you don't believe in this fucking William Sadler guy, whatever his name was in the movie Breaker. They think that he's just a fucking liar and nothing's gonna happen, and they just want to give this cross to this guy because and they think that he's the bad guy, and it turns out that they were all fucking wrong. Billy Zane completely steals the show as the collector. Yes, he does. It's like I wouldn't say he's my favorite character, but he's like right there with William Sadler. He's over the top, hilarious, and menacing all at once. His performance gives the movie its wild energy. Meanwhile, Jada Pickett's Geraldine makes a strong, grounded hero, tough, smart, and resourceful. Well, whatever. I guess that's it. Breaking the mold for a female lead in a horror at the time. Well, she's not really a lead. She's like a side character for the longest fucking time until the very end. I'd say more Billy Zane and some. Actually, it's kind of like a ensemble, really, for a while. it kind of like you follow a little bit of William Sadler, you follow a little bit of J. Pickett Smith, you follow a little bit of uh, actually a lot of bit of what's his name again, Billy Zane's character. You follow a lot of these characters, Thomas Hayden Church. This one scene in the fucking movie, it's hilarious. This guy, well, Thomas Hayden Church's character is in the bed, and this woman, the prostitute, like puts like these sparking, jumping stuff. I don't know on his nipples. It's fucking why it works. Strong balance of horror and humor. It's violence and gore, but never mean spirited. Memorable villain. Zane's demon is both scary and funny, which keeps things entertaining. Well, the funny thing is when he actually breaks character and he starts being all wacky and shit, he takes his cowboy hat. It's like, ooh wee, I don't need to do this anymore. And he throws it. Um, so the idea of a holy relic filled with divine blood, protecting against demons, gives the story unexpected depth. Yeah, and like I said, it comes back in the second movie, which I don't know if I'm gonna fucking. I might. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that movie, but a lot of famous people play in that one too. Practical effects, the creature designs hold up surprisingly well and feel real in a way. CGI never could. Yes, the practical effects are fucking great. This creatures that Billy Zane makes out of his like spit or blood, I think. It's been a little bit since I've seen it. It's been at least 2 months, or maybe a month or so. Underneath the gore and jokes, Demon Knight touches on redemption, faith, and sacrifice. Each character faces a mortal test with and Geraldine arc, and from ex-con to chosen protector of humanity, adds emotional weight in ma'am. So what happens is Billy Zane finds tries to get into the fucking place. So what he does is that he like what a demon does or some kind of demonic force is like they try to get into your fucking head and oh, this is your favorite, this is your thing, you know, like all kinds of naked women next to you, yeah, you know what I mean. He tries to make your whatever you want a reality, and that's how he tries to get into your fucking head and possesses you and shit. It's pretty fucked. Weak points. Some characters are clutch or underdeveloped. I mean, it's hard to like do it. It's hard to like do that with all kinds of characters, especially with an ensemble like this one. The pacing drags a bit in the middle. Well, trying to like tell you the story of what's going on. It can't be all of this fucking action, even though it kicks off with fucking action. It's fucking awesome. If you're not into campy horror, the tone might not feel it might feel too goofy. It is a little bit campy. Like I said, Billy Zane character is like out of it, but he's fucking the best part in the movie. Actually, I think he's the best part. I think him and William Sadler are fucking really tied. You know. Tales from the Crypt, this is the verdict. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight, is one of the most underrated horror gems of the 90s. Yes, I don't think I watched it when I was young. I watched Bordello of Blood when I was younger, like in the early 2000s. But I don't think I ever watched this one. It's gory, funny, and packed with personality. Think of it as a mix of Evil Dead 2 and Night of the Living Dead. Yes. True. I wouldn't even think about that. That's true. With a splash of comic book flair, it's not high art, but it's a hell of fun ride. Yes. Rating is a 4-star, which me personally, I rated a 5 out of 5. I know I've been rating a lot of like movies that I like a lot, a 5 out of 5. But there's been a couple that I don't rate high. Like I said, I don't think there's really anything from me personally that I would watch this movie multiple times. My girlfriend loved this movie. I didn't think she would because it was kind of slow in some parts, but like it said, but I was attached to it the whole fucking time. Really, I was like, oh yeah, at the very end. So this is a spoiler. At the end of it, very end of the movie, she ends up becoming the new keeper of the dagger or the cross. I think it's a dagger. I can't even fucking remember. But she ends up becoming the new keeper, and William Sadler's character dies, and Billy Zane's character ends up dying too because she ends up like spitting blood on him and killing him that way. And she ends up like making it so it nobody can cross the. So she ends up going into this bus. So she ends up making it so nobody can go inside the bus if they're a demon. And then it turns out there was a demon like really close by. He's like, I'll just take the next one. So that's the end of the movie. So there is a new demon out for the dagger or whatever it's called, the piece. So yeah, it's fucking like one of my favorite movies I've never watched until like last month. What else can I say about it? I know I missed some things in my last review on um, uh, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, and I apologize. Nobody really pointed it out, but I noticed that I did. I'm going to try to remember as much as I can. For some reason, I can't keep some knowledge in my head, but sometimes I can. Like, for instance, this movie is fucking great, so it's like, it's not hard for me to remember a lot of these. No offense to Nightmare on Elm Street 3, because it's my favorite one, but this movie, I just kept a lot of shit in my head, and yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe for more videos like these. I will be editing now, so it will be out tomorrow. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.